the beacon to the harbor, where I retreat in your heart. You hold the secrets to my soul. You're my sunrise, my moonlight, the guiding lamp unto my feet. You're the bend where all my winding roads meet, and in your eyes I see the future unfold. Oh, you're so much more than the man I rest my dreams on. You're the one who makes my everyday life come true. And I never thought I'd be fulfilled by the simple things, but my dreams have become the simple things with you. My dreams have become the simple things with you. You're a fresh rain, a strong hug, the cashmere blanket that I love. You're my best dreams, chocolate ice cream, and you fit me like a glove. And in your heart you hold the secrets to my soul. Oh, your champagne, strawberries, the fuzzy slippers that I love. My best friend, a godsend, and to pray from above. And in your eyes I see the future unfold. Oh, you're so much more than the man I rest my dreams on. You're the one who makes my everyday life come true. And I never thought I'd be fulfilled by the simple things, but my dreams have become the simple things with you. My dreams have become the simple things with you. My dreams on. You're the one who makes my everyday life come true. And I never thought I'd be fulfilled by the simple things, but my dreams have become the simple things with you. My dreams have become the simple things with you. My dreams have become the simple things with you.
Chocolate Thoughts with the chocolate shaman, Julie Hutchinson. This week's chocolatey treat to start the show was a performance by Holly Gentry. The name of the song is Simple Things. We will hear more from Holly Gentry later later in the show, in the Cacao Lounge, it's time for Julie, the chocolate shaman, with this week's chocolate thought. Julie, we can't wait any longer.
Hello. This week's chocolate thought is Foggy Chocolate Morning. You've walked the route 100 times before, and yet one early morning it's radically different. There's a thick fog in the air, and suddenly the world is not the same. Through the trees, the buildings, the lights, and the roads were all they have always been before. On a foggy morning, you experience them in a new way. Simply because there's an excess of moisture in the air, you cannot help but see the world differently. The fog changes your perspective. And because of that change in perspective, life can feel more frightening or adventurous, mysterious, or invigorating. The objective reality of life is important. But what matters more to you is your perspective, because your perspective determines the way you experience reality. Having a chocolatey perspective can open up new pathways for experiencing life at its fullest. Although there are limits to the ways you can change reality, there are no limits on how you can change your perspective. Your response to any situation can be improved by choosing a motivating, empowering, chocolatey perspective. Success comes not from what you get, but from what you think about it and what you do with it. Raise your perspective to the most positive, chocolatey one you can imagine, and your life will reflect that choice. Let's see what the listeners are talking about in the Chocolate Passion Rewards segment. Nakia, over to you.
Thank you, Julie. Well, we love all of your comments. Your sharing is our Chocolate Passions Reward. Tonight's Chocolate Passion Reward is from Dee Dee Wells in St. Paul, Minnesota, who says, Miss Inovi is a spectacular singer. Her music was fantastic. I hope she gets more airtime on regular radio. God bless Sister Robin. Her words and wisdom about grace touched my heart and woke me up to how numb I had become to my blessings. Thank you, Chocolate Shaman, for your show. It's a gift. I love Sister Nakia and Shani. You ladies demonstrate the positive approach to using the powers we women possess. Chocolate Shaman, what did you find empowering from Dee Dee's Chocolate Passion Reward?
I love what Dee Dee said about Sister Robin and how her words and wisdoms about grace really touched her heart. I really feel that when we do put our attention on our blessings, we see more of them. Otherwise, we can become numb. So thank you, Dee Dee, for writing about that, and keep putting your attention on your blessings, and you will notice just how many of those you have in your life. Thanks for writing in.
That was awesome, Julie. That was a spectacular response. I fully agree. Please join us in the Cacao Lounge for another performance from Holly Gentry. Stay tuned.
Lord, I confess I've made mistakes. I have accumulated too much credit card debt, and now I cannot imagine overcoming it without your help. I beg of you to intercede on my behalf. Provide me with the financial means to be able to breathe again. Please forgive my sins, Lord. Walk with me. Help me to make the right decisions throughout my life. I'm Sharon, the debt destroyer. I work with people like you, good people, who need a way to eliminate their credit card debt and get back on the path to prosperity. My team of experts will work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No bankruptcy, no loan, your credit card debt eliminated. Have your credit card debt destroyed? Contact me at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call 1-888-431-2829.
Welcome back. You're listening to Chocolate Thoughts, where we delve into the rich goodness of living the chocolatey life. Nakia, what's going on over in the Cacao Lounge?
All right, Julie, thank you. Let's see. Welcome to the Cacao Lounge, where we feature chocolatey goodies in the form of music and spoken word that will titillate, stimulate, and expand your mind. Tonight we have Holly Gentry out of Atlanta, Georgia, performing You Know You Should. Let's hear that track, DJ. You Know You Should.
My body was numb, my mind went blank. Just for the one
Okay, so you know you should. Chocolate Shaman is you know you should getting a couple of snaps and a chocolate bar or quickly exiting the lounge.
She's getting a couple of snaps, and a chocolate bar.
All right, okay. Well, Chocolate Shaman, I'm giving you know you should a couple of snaps. I'll hold the chocolate bar. I hope you enjoyed the performance from the Holly Gentry. You can check her out at hollygentry.com, HOLLYGENTRY.com. Back to Julie for this week's exercise for living the chocolate life.
Thank you, Nakia. Before the exercise, I'm going to share a chocolatey nugget about cacao and one of its earliest uses for healing. So chocolate wasn't actually consumed as a bar in its early stages of discovery. It actually was consumed as a drink. And when people drank it, what happened is they had more blood flow to their brain, and so they found that they were thinking a little bit more clearly and they had more energy. And now what we've discovered with chocolate is we've really done a lot of research about and learned about the antioxidants and the flavonoids in chocolate, and it really is considered a superfood. So when you're eating that dark raw cacao, just remember it's a superfood and it is actually good for you. So now on to this week's exercise. It's about waking up from the fog and having the chocolatey experience of life present for the holidays. Each day, ask someone you love this question. If you could substitute a personal gift for a gift that would benefit the world, what would that gift be? I hope you enjoyed this week's chocolate thought and use the exercise to wake up from the beginnings of the holiday fog and embrace your chocolatey experience. Now on to the recipe. This recipe for pecan pie comes from one of our fans, Nancy Giraldo, from Oakland, California. Nancy writes, "Great show. Hope you like my organic recipe for pecan pie. Sprinkle a little chocolate on top to make it unique. Here's the ingredients. 1 unbaked pie shell, and then for the filling, 1 cup plus 1 tablespoon maple syrup, 3/4 a cup organic whole cane sugar, 3 tablespoons butter, 3 large eggs, lightly beaten, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/4 a teaspoon sea salt, 1 cup whole pecan halves. Here's the instructions. Unwrap the dough and place a new sheet of plastic wrap on top. Roll out the dough in between the sheets of plastic into a 12-inch disc. Remove the top sheet of plastic wrap and then carefully place the dough onto the pie dish and peel off the remaining plastic. Fold the overhanging dough over itself and then crimp with your fingers or press against the lip of the pie dish with a fork. Place the crust in the refrigerator while you prepare the filling. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and adjust the rack to lower middle position. Heat the maple syrup over medium heat in a medium saucepan. Simmer until the syrup reaches about 225 degrees Fahrenheit. While the syrup is simmering, place whole cane sugar and butter in a medium mixing bowl. As soon as the syrup reaches 225 degrees, immediately pour the syrup over the sugar and butter mixture. Let mixture sit for about 1 minute and then whisk together. Whisk in eggs, vanilla, and sea salt. Pour the mixture into a prepared pie crust and top with pecans. Bake it for 15 minutes. Reduce the heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for an additional 25 to 30 minutes. The filling will be slightly less set in the center than on the edges, but it'll set as it cools. Serve slightly warm or at room temperature. Thank you, Nancy, for sending us this great recipe. We wish you a chocolatey-filled day. Remember, chocolate is a choice, nutritionally and spiritually, that brings forth both your inner passions and wellness. Thank you for listening.
You have been listening to Chocolate Thoughts, hosted by Julie Hutchinson, the Chocolate Shaman. Please visit Julie on the web at chocolateshaman.com or email info@chocolateshaman.com.